good afternoon to our listeners and our viewers on all the social media handles. It's yet another Saturday, and we are here with another round of a good time with our year groups. Today, we are privileged to have our 1993 SHS year group here, and we are going to share a lot of nostalgic moments and reminisce about the things that happened in the past. It's good to have our seniors here. Um, my name is Richard Osayajiman, MC Richie T, and today I'm doing this with our senior Edifico, who is also on the line with us, and our executive producer has always been Mr. Johnny Adufeni, senior Zonda. Greetings to you wherever you are, and our technical producer has been Mr. Josepho to DJ Use. We have our technical support from Michael, Ɔdadeɛ, and Clifford. It's another time, and it's good to have our seniors in the building. Welcome, seniors.
Thank you.
Great. So I want to hand over to Senior Edifico, who is online. He's going to be our host with us today. Senior Edifico, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Malaika, and good afternoon to my brothers who are in the studio. DJs, can I see them? I can't see them. Can you turn the camera so we see those in the studio also? Good show. These are the men who brought a change during their time in PSEC. Before we start, Malaika, can you announce our social media handles so that we can then proceed?
All right. So for our listeners and our viewers, you can listen to Ɔdadeɛ Radio online via Zeno FM radio app, or you can use the Ɔdadeɛ Radio app. You can download this app from the Google Play Store or any of the app stores. You can also go to all our social media handles. On Facebook is Ɔdadeɛ Radio, and we have Ɔdadeɛ Radio Ghana. On Instagram and Twitter is also at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. If you want to send your questions and comments, if you want to send anything about the moments you had in school, you can send it through us via WhatsApp or SMS 02000 92 92 5, 02000 92 92 5, or you can call via our studio phone lines 030 255 1014, 030 255 1014. Senior Figo.
Yes. Okay, so welcome officially 1993 SHS Group. We've been waiting for you. It's been a long time, but by the grace of God, I'm happy to see all of you. You are a very unique group. I like your enthusiasm. You've always thought of PRESEC. Giving back to PRESEC has been one of your objectives. And I know that today you are going to share more experiences with us. But I welcome you to Ɔdadeɛ Radio, which is a legacy project of 1991. 81-year group, handed officially to the fraternity, so it belongs to all of us. So you are in a studio that belongs to you also, and you are all part of this historic information, technology and communication which we have created, platform we have created as a medium. And as we go down the program, you're going to see the benefits and how you guys can help promote this agenda, and by bringing your human resource and other financial support to push this agenda forward. So once again, Mr. Kwashi and his executive and all the members who are in the studio, those who can join us online, go to your platform. The Zoom link is there. Just log on and participate in this afternoon's program. Thank you, Malaika, for being in the chair this afternoon. So we get the ball rolling. Let's go back 1993 SHS Group. You were the first group that had the educational reforms. Let's take our minds back to 1990. And before then, all those in the studio, I'll give everybody 30 seconds. You mention your name and your nickname. I want your true nickname. Don't hide your nickname. PRESEC FBI knows all the nicknames already. So please, give us, we'll pass the round, give us your nickname. And if there's a story behind the nickname, I'll give you 2 minutes to share that story. So let's go around quickly. Later on, if somebody joins after the break, that person will also introduce himself and the nickname. So let's go around quickly, starting with the president.
Oh, okay.
So your name, nickname, and if there's a story, we'll give an additional minute.
So my name is Michael Uraka Ayete. I did not have a nickname.
No.
So there's a story behind it. The story is that everybody was calling me Uraka because they didn't know it was part of my name. Until we got to final year and then they realized that, oh, Charlie, so the Uraka be your name? I say, yeah. So unfortunately, I never had a nickname. Everybody was calling me Uraka, Urax, but they didn't know it was part of my name.
Good one. The you escaped. Yes, next person.
Spalingo.
Yeah, Kwashiak Bita was known as Spalingo. There's a history behind this name. So this name was originally that of someone from the old system. So I got into the boarding house later, not from day one. And so this person had done O level, left. Before he came back, I'd also joined the boarding house. And so they said I looked like the guy. And truly, when he came back for sixth form, I really looked like him. So they gave me the name Spalingo. And it was a tussle for him to get a name back. So the name became mine.
Oh, so you got you didn't pay him any compensation for using his name. Is that right?
I bulldozed my way through as usual.
Next person.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm Tiflos Ɔdadeɛ, currently a colonel in the Ghana Armed Forces. Like the president, I was one of the few who didn't also have a nickname. My friends always call me by name Afute. And Afute was even popular whilst I was even in the university.
Wow, that's nice. Next person.
Yeah, I'm Geshin Salong Badegbe. I don't have a name.
But then you guys precepted. I mean, once you were in precept, what was happening? Yes, next person.
Okay, so my name is Sovo Set Dogbe. But they used to call me Sedugbe because of the footballer at the time in Accra Hasselhoff by name Sedugbe. So people thought I was the same Sedugbe who had come to Presec.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, any other person, quickly.
So my name is Dr. Emmanuel Lamte. Nickname, only 2 people in the school know my nickname. And the nickname is Pontolato.
Any story behind it?
Oh, there is no story behind it.
You didn't fear your wife, so you don't want to talk. Next person, pass the mic. Next person, let's quickly go around.
My name is Theophilus Kofi. I think I had a couple, but the popular one was Abega.
Abega. Yeah. What's the story behind Abega?
I guess because of Cameroonian footballer Theophile Abega.
Oh, yes. You played also like him? Did you play like him?
Oh, I played a bit, but I was a bit some way.
Okay, next person.
I was a bit afraid of my legs, so I'll play, but not as the regular players.
Yes, next person.
Yes, I'm Michael.
If you don't have nickname, you tell us your name and your house. Yeah.
Name is Michael N.S. Martins. Nickname is Wrangler.
Wrangler. Any story?
Story behind it.
My name is Dapa Ignatius. I was the tallest in the group, and so most people called me Tola.
Tola, yeah. Were you the guy who was striking the dining hall?
Was I?
Were you the guy striking in the dining hall?
No. I was a bit calm, but my height made me all the time. 6'5".
Okay, we've been joined by Senior Isaac Kwe. He will be monitoring the discussion and come up with some follow-up questions along the line. President of 1984 year group. He took off his busy schedule to be with us today because he identifies with what we are doing this afternoon. Welcome, Isaac.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go around quickly. The last 2 people, let's have your nicknames.
Did you hear the name?
What was the nickname?
The paradise sound like a nickname, so I don't need any nickname again. So
okay,
yes,
the last person.
Paradise Keke is my name. No nickname.
I am Alexander Jesse Wobil. My nickname is Wag, the only Wag on Presec land at that time. And
no story behind.
The story behind it is just like when I'm writing exams, my name is Wobil Alexander Jesse, and that was the Wag. And I wrote that to my
That's nice.
trunk. So
okay, so that as your friends come in and colleagues come in, they will introduce themselves after the break. But let's quickly move on. Right. So let's cast our mind back to 1990. Prior to coming to Presec, any of you had brothers who came to Presec, or you've come to the campus before?
Yeah, so for some of us, for me personally, I had a lot of senior cousins and brothers coming to Presec. So I've had the opportunity to visit campus, and because I'm also a Presbyterian, I've had the opportunity to be here once for camping prior to coming to Form 1. So, but it was a different feeling coming to school as a student and then like coming to camping or church program. So I had that opportunity.
That's nice. Any other person, before you came to Presec, did you have a brother, a relative, or you've been to the campus before?
No, I did not have a relative, but I had someone like a brother figure who is well known, Emmanuel Keke Latte, who is now a professor of economics in the US. And so we grew up in the same neighborhood. So it was through him that I got to know about Presec.
Good. So let's come back, cast our mind back to 1990. You had the forms and you are about to make a choice for SHS. What were the considerations? Why did you choose Presec?
For me, I was very competitive. Even at the age of 10 years, I was running for school. So I just wanted to go to the best school. And incidentally, I chose Presec first, Achimota second, and then another school, very high school. But I really wanted to come to Presec. And then I had a friend too from the same school. He's popularly called Alamu, Erika Santi. We were then always the top of our class. So all of us wanted to come to Presec. I wanted the best, and I chose the best.
Okay. Any other person, your consideration in choosing Presec?
For me, I chose. For me, I didn't have any relative. I just wanted to come to a school, popular school. So what happened was that when we were selecting our schools for secondary, the headmistress made us aware that it is a community base and we cannot choose schools outside Accra. And all my siblings were at Infancy Pim. My father went to Infancy Pim, so I wanted to go there. But since he said it's a community base, I decided to choose Presec. So Presec was my first choice, followed by Accra High, and then Amphosphate Bema Camp Technical, because I was close to Bema Camp.
Okay. Any other person?
Yeah, mine was by a sheer chance. I knew nothing about Presec. When we were out to select the schools, two schools came to mind, Achimota and Presec. So what I did was to write Achimota and Presec on the paper. Then I threw the paper and Presec. That was how I chose Presec. And
that's
my
nice.
first time of entering Presec, I think it was somewhere in August. I came with my mom. And I think by that time the school was on recess. I could see somebody from close to the coast, the sea. Then first time coming to a place where entirely forest, birds were whistling. Cause the moment I entered the school, I told my mom, I don't think I will come to this school.
Anyway,
after the results came to the school.
We'll come to the first day experience. I see two late comers. They're going to kneel down very soon, but those two late comers, they're standing by the door. Can they introduce themselves, their nicknames, and why they chose Presec? The two guys that just came in.
My name is Mr. Matthew Otto. As for me, Presec was automatic.
Your nickname, you did not. Your nickname.
My nickname is Ati Otto. Also my last name, so.
Okay, give us why you chose Presec.
Yeah, so I think Presec was automatic for me because apparently my grandmother used to sell abolo on campus when they were constructing the school. When we were planning to move to this place in Wodumasi Krombo. So
wow.
I think she just thought to herself that her grandchild will also come here. And since I happened to be the first, I just gave you automatic.
Wow, that's a nice historical fact. Yes. Last person.
Okay,
why
so
you chose Presec?
Joseph Osumeriku. Okay,
Nickname.
Joseph Osumeriku. Komre. Some people know me as Bronzy.
Yeah.
You know, the guys that were very close in House 1 know me as Bronzy. Yes. So for me, Presec was also more of automatic because I live in the neighborhood. I grew up in Legon. And most of the guys that grew up in Legon, Star Village, ended up, coming to Presec. So it was just, where every child within the community aspired to be. So that's how come I ended up in Presec.
Good. You see how some people are standing in the studio. It's not nice. So very soon, Ɔdadeɛ radio will have to move to bigger place, and we need a bigger studio. But for now, let's just sacrifice. Okay, so let's come to the first day. First day of arrival. How many of you? First day arrival, please. Let's focus here. First day in Presec. Any special? I need 4 people to share their first day experiences with me. Anybody cried? Anybody cried running after their parents? Did we have anybody with proud boarding experience? And what was the environment like? Your first day on arrival. You need 4 people. 4 people. First day, you arrive in Presec with your trunk, chore bus or whatever, and your parents drop you. What was your experience that day? 4 people, please.
So I think Gershon will say something, but before I need to make a bit of clarification. So we came in, and most of us were those day students, because then it's a new system. So we had a few people who really came from far, who were housed in the house 7 Innovator, the common room. So I think one or two are here, so they can tell us their experience. For those of us who came to the day school, I mean, we had to come and go for a while. So
yeah. Okay. So let's have that. Those who came to the body, share your experience.
I was also
first day
on the list. I was a day student, but somehow I had another letter which says I'm a boarder. So I came in as a boarding student, and sometimes when they say, where are the boarders, I will go and join them. Where are the day students? I also go and join them. Especially when it's time for the boarders to work, I will say I'm a day student. So
that's a good one.
That is why I was managing my dual citizenship as a boarder and a day student. Yeah.
Nice one. Who else? One more person. Any border?
First day in the body house was quite amazing. We were about 45 at Novota at that time. And it was a very long room. And you see these young men, 45, some of us where we are coming from, we are always alone with our family, but now we are in a room for about 45 people dangling their things around all over the place. So it was really funny. And you meet people, those in stage form at that time were very elderly people with beard and all those things. So if they talk, you are scared. We were latches of those times. First day was quite amazing. So we enjoyed it too, but it was scary and funny at the same time.
Okay, so what was the first meal you took dinner that day? The dinner you took?
I think we ate yam and granite soup.
Granite soup. Okay.
Yeah, yam and granite soup.
Okay, let's move on. So, who was the school prefect at that time when you guys came to first?
Mula.
Who were the assistant school prefects, if you can remember?
Okay, so as they've explained earlier on, because of the change in the academic calendar, we came and then we met the sixth formers, the upper sixth formers, who had just a few months to leave. So we had Mula was the SP, and then I think Obroni Apanja was the ASP, right? Then after that, then once they left, then we had new set of prefects. So we had Daniel Jokum, Gasti, and then Asante, and then Peter Soji. They were the ASP, and then after that we had Zeros, Lucy Kruma, and then Asante. And then before we left, we also had Fred Kwao. I don't remember the ASP, but I remember Fred Kwao because he was my dorm mate in my body house. Yeah. So these were the prefects at the time. But we had other prefects. Ben Bella was Lance prefect. We had
Daniel prefect.
Was Daniel Akash was Daniel Hall. Snow was also Daniel Hall. Yeah.
Okay, and
of course, at the point, we also had our own prefects. So that's another story.
Yes, that's another story because of the parallel system. Okay, let's quickly go on. And who were some of the prefects who were or let's say seniors that you feared them so much that you don't want to go near where they were?
No food is leaving the hall. I repeat, no food is leaving the hall.
But Bembela was fearful.
Bimbila was then your prefect. Who were other seniors that you feared to go to pass by them? When you see them, you dodge.
No, Bembela definitely when you see him, you know. So, hey, come here. You know. So I mean, he had that knack. He was noted for that. But of course, once we got into the boarding house, also there were also a couple of people that who were bullies, at the time that we had to fend off almost everything.
We'll come to the bullies. So, averagely, when you guys came back, those who were day students, when you came to the boarding house, probably the following year, what was the average pocket money your parents gave you?
Pocket money.
That was old denomination, so we forget.
that was way before we knock off the 4 zeros. So, but I think it was something manageable.
I think 4, 5, 6.
Manageable, okay. And what was the school fees at that time?
Yeah, we have never paid fees technically. So maybe dining fees for feeding.
So you guys were enjoying free education at that time?
No. But we didn't pay
3 cities or something.
For feeding.
Yeah, for feeding. You pay for feeding.
Again, it's confusing because of the region.
Yeah.
So you
I
can't
can't
really
23 cities. 23 will be 23,000. No.
Okay. Who was the headmaster at your time?
Oh, the headmaster was the great A.A. Akwoku.
Assistant headmaster?
We had at a point we had Reverend Brinkra, we called him Chempo. And then we had
Rose Ankra.
Mrs. Is it Rose Helen? Rose Ankra. And then later on JJ Asari. And I think Mr. Ankama also became assistant headmaster before we left.
Okay. Now let's go to the subjects. The tutors. Maths tutor. Who taught mathematics during your time?
We have Mr.
Tifu.
Mr. Techi. Mr. Techi.
Don't pray.
Yeah.
Don't pray.
And BB.
Yes,
Okay.
BB taught
English language.
Mr. J.
English or in literature.
Mr. J.
Yeah.
If you say Mr. J, are you talking about Martin J?
Martin J. I forgot the first best Mr. J.
The old man.
No.
We also had one Mr. Abebio, who was then an actor, if you guys remember, and then the one who became a lawyer, I think Oforiata was also an English master. Yeah.
He was a lawyer at the Star.
Was Mrs. Achampo at
Yes,
the time?
yes. Mr. Achampo too was there. Mrs. Achampo was there.
Okay, let's move to biology. Who taught biology or general science?
Biology.
I remember Mrs. Akoto.
Yes, Mrs. Akoto. Was she the one who had the bungalow, the wooden bungalow?
Miss Ankra.
Oh, Miss Ankra cannot teach biology. She might have taught history.
She was somewhere here.
Yeah. Miss Akoto must have been she had a wooden residence with the one at the wooden bungalows.
Exactly. Yes.
Yes. Okay. And let's
who taught biology?
Biology, chemistry, physics.
Mrs. Akoto, Mrs. Abankwa, and then Mr. Palu.
What about geography?
Mr. Ochri, and then Mr. Kote, who became assistant headmaster at a point.
Okay. And economics, and you guys, you studied economics in Pusat?
Yes, economics. Yes, Mr. Jamina, yes.
Typing.
Typing.
Please, we didn't do typing. Look, on the second floor of the classroom.
Senior Fico, you are taking us to your days. No, we didn't do typing.
Look, I mean, times have changed in PSEC. On the second floor of the classroom block, we have a whole typing pool.
Yeah, but we're not going.
We're not part of
Olivetti typewriters. I don't know where they are now. Anyway, any more subject tutors you remember?
Mr. Adoyobo, he taught us chemistry.
Greek chemistry.
What about Bible knowledge? Bible knowledge.
No, Bible knowledge, no.
Bible knowledge.
We had Mr. Wood who taught us physics at the time. Then Mr. Gershing Bediame who became, I think, a 4-time MP.
MP, MP.
Yes, Mr. Adoyobo taught us chemistry. Reverend Ambrose Asamoah, visual arts at the time. CD Nyante. We used to call him, you see. He taught us accounting. Joseph Anoche taught us BM. Agric Mula, right? Yes, and then one Mr. Chigbe taught us French. Yes, Chigbe, yes. And then I think Tyron was for physics. Yeah.
Okay, at this stage, let's give a round of applause to all our tutors who taught us. Let's give them a round of applause for the good work they did. Now, which of the tutors had the most fans with the students?
BB. Okay, so BB was the students. He had most fans, but the students had a favorite, a lady teacher.
No.
You guys.
This is
testosterone was developed twice. Okay, we'll come to that. Now, when you guys got to second year in the boarding house, did you go for the shippy trotting to Kwabenya?
Yes, we did.
Okay, I need two people to share their experience.
Kwabenya is too far. I don't care. Kwabenya is too far. I don't care. Kwabenya is too far.
I don't care.
That's a nice one. So we continue. Did you guys have ladies in the school at that time?
No.
We had, but these were in the sixth form. But for us, 1 to 3 was just raw gentlemen.
Raw boys. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're moving to another set of questions, and this set of questions is just for recollection purposes, not trying to anybody down. Any recollection of any of your mates who got into trouble with administration? He was punished, serious punishment, internal suspension, or that kind of thing. We are not trying to put anybody, just to recall issues. Was there any incident?
A few weeks to our examination. What's examination? We're in the dormitory, a long room in the house too. And then Potato had some soakings. And then whilst rinsing the water in the cup, he threw the cup. He threw the cup through the net, and Mr. Kote was passing. So Mr. Kote came to the dormitory and said, "Who did it?" And I remember I had Dr. Kenu, not Professor Kenu. What do you call it? Kalala was there. Ablubi was there. They were all in the dormitory. I was wearing a pair of pants. And we didn't want to, give up our guy. He told me, "Oh, I know you are a good person. Tell me the truth." I didn't see it. So we all marched outside. We were supposed to take some 4x4 at where people normally do the archery on the school field, and we had to read right from our dormitory straight to the administration. And the grass was very hard. But we had to do it in our palm. We suffered for our friend, and we worked for about 2 weeks. Maybe we had some few weeks to write the examination. So I remember this day. Position did it, but we sacrificed for him.
Yeah, good. You did not snitch. You did not snitch on him anymore. Any someone serious punishment, internal suspension, anything. Someone did something which you can recall.
Okay, so I remember. I remember one. We have this normal house inspection. And for house 5, we hate to lose. So we had to, myself and Ufe Jolitu, we were tasked to make sure that our lawn was the most beautiful. And we went around, and in the evening, we had to sneak to Mrs. Jackson's residence. And she had some rose flowers and stuff. And we didn't know what rose flowers were. And we had to go cut to plant in house 5. Now, so by the next morning, the flower was dead. And so when they came around, I think she saw it in the morning. And so they went around and they saw it. And, you know, we didn't know that, they will see that this is rose flower. And it came from Mrs. Jackson's residence. Like, so, and the woman was almost crying. So they summoned the whole house. Who did it? And my house prefect was bent, was giving warning. Nobody should mention anybody. And everybody knew it was the 2 of us. So the whole house was punished. The entire house. And funny enough, the whole house went to do the weeding, excluding the 2 of us, who actually committed the offense.
Wow. Okay. One more before we move to the next group of questions. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. If anybody has just joined us, we'll give him time after the commercial break to introduce himself. But we are having a good time. Now, the next set of questions, I'll throw the questions. It's about your year group, and you tell me the individual what is happening. Who was the most mischievous person of 1993 SHS group? The Debia Musa.
Oh, we had quite a couple. So I think that
give me some names.
Definitely Pochocho was one of them. Untouchable was one of them. Oba Shegu was also one of them.
Okay. Who was the most funniest and the most jovial? Always with a profound sense of humor. Always cracking jokes here and there.
Ajin Frank.
Yeah, famous Ajin Frank.
And
yeah.
Alamu too.
The jovial guys.
Yes.
Okay. Who are the Buklong? They're always serious. Buklong people. Who are the?
One of them is right by my side.
Where is he? Let me see his face.
Getting Gadegwe.
Gadegwe, you were the Buklong guy.
Always those who are serious with Buklong.
Lugiru. I was one of them. Me and Amoisi. Even
Amoisi, yes.
On vacation, we will plan, take the physics book, chemistry book, learn these topics while we are on vacation. When we resume, okay, I will teach you, you also teach me what you learn. So this is what we were doing when we were on campus. So somehow we're always ahead of the class. Yeah.
Buklong people, Buklong. Any more Buklong people apart from you and
So these two came to school, but the rest of us we came to pass through.
Oh, you mean the 2 of them? Even if they get 90, they will be crying. And if you ask for some of us, when they get 40, cry. We like it.
There we have it.
They used to challenge
Okay.
some of the questions.
Let's go on. Of your 1993 members, who was the one among your group when you got to second year who was still a bully, disciplining you, even though he was your mate, bullying you?
Yes.
Adeli. It is a mention.
Yes. Yes, Nat Adeli, and then now Reverend Newton Mensah.
Okay. Let's continue. And the most annoying and too known guy,
The most annoying. There's this guy who likes to speak big English. He became our ASP. Syllabi. Yeah, syllabi.
Was he also too known?
No, not really. Not really.
Okay. Good. We'll continue. And among your mates, were you guys receiving letters from Accra girls, Iburi girls, Wesley girls, and that kind of thing? And who were the culprits in your group?
This one, let me comment.
A couple of them were.
I knew them. Even my wife now. This guy, Reverend Walaska.
Oh.
Reverend Oseboso
was the pamper of my wife. And my wife happened to be my mate in JSN. So when I look at the picture, I say, hey, where did you get this picture from? I seize it.
Anyone got letters from Accra girls, Wesley girls, St. Mary's, and those things? Romantic letters.
We got a few, except that we hid them. We didn't want people to see, so we hid them. We got them, but we were hiding them.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. I mean, it was all part of the teenage development, you know. And those days, when you get a letter from a girl's school, you put under your pillow after siesta. You want to read it or show it to your friends, and that excitement is all part of our development. Now, who were the dadabas of your group, the dadaba boys?
I don't know if my colleagues will agree with me, but I think that most of the dadabas who were our mates in elementary school, they swerved and came into the old system. So generally, yeah, just a few, but generally you can describe us as dadabas compared to the old system, you know. Yeah, but we had quite a few. Yeah, Kwame Asante and people like that. Those were dadabas.
I mean that if I mean dadaba, I mean typical dadaba. Parents keep them visiting every other week or whatever.
Okay, Ishmaelokai, okay.
And they were getting homemade.
Yeah, definitely. Very regular.
Okay. Now, before I leave this session, when you guys got to the second year and most of you were in the boarding house, what were the contents of your troubles like? I just want a snap view of what was it. What kind of provisions did you bring to the boarding house? Your milk, your sugar, your gari.
I used to bring a lot of sardines and tinapa.
Sardines and tinapa.
And then there is this favorite Tom Brown.
Okay, I believe Mamu, yes.
For me, I used to prepare my own shito. And then I wait till everybody leaves the house, and I'll catch one fowl. Just slaughter it, pieces, and fry it. And I'll put it under my shito, and I'll pour the shito on it. So my shito, I had two shito. One with pepper, very hard. So when you come to ask for shito, that is what I'll give to you.
You see, you are the boy. You are the boy I'm looking for. You are the guys who made some seniors. Yeah, our ears were wet when we come for shit up. That we call it fetty bone sam in Presec those days. You had two kinds of shit up. Anybody to give an idea of the chore box like? Your chore box, the things you brought. How smooth was your gari?
For me, when I came, the only time I brought sardine was the very first time I came to the boarding house. After which I didn't come with any items again. I would either depend on the dining hall, or I would fight my own mates and get some from them.
Oh, so wait. You had your baton, your spoon ready, and you were always looking for soakings to jump on it?
Exactly, because the system was hard at the time, and you had to survive.
I know.
The survival of the fittest was the key.
Did you guys bring corned beef?
Yes, we did.
Oh no.
Yeah, some did.
My choppers were also always tough with sardine, corned beef, and I always have enough.
You had Cerelac.
They call me Armstrong.
Cerelac.
Don't give out.
Can I say give Armstrong. And I didn't like sharing my spoon with others. So I was in the house. Everyone has their own cup. Everyone has their own spoon. So I wasn't comfortable sharing my spoon. So the seniors come and say, "Give me a spoon." I said, "I won't give it to them." They said, "Then they'll punish me."
And you had Cerelac, you had Milo, you had Bombita.
Everything.
Yes. Yeah, Milo, yes, but Cerelac, no. Nido.
Oh, so you guys didn't have Cerelac, Vita Mix, and all those things?
You had Nido, I mean the thin one, so that's thin milk, right? Powdered milk. Yeah. But if you couldn't afford that, those of us from Newtown, Nima, you just go to Malata Market and get, the local one. It has a name, but I don't want
the non-far one. The non-far one. Okay. And what about your bathing soaps? You didn't use Palmolive, Camay, or just you were using Guardian?
I remember when I was coming there, the only soap I brought was Guardian. That was the only soap I was giving, Guardian.
Oh, last.
Guardians
No,
of
let me
Lux.
guide them, but Lux had some.
And sunlight.
Oh, sunlight. Yeah, sunlight was by Unilever. Is that right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Sunlight was very good soap for washing. For washing, sunlight was very good for washing. Okay, let's go on. Now let's move to the nicknames. We've got them already. We published them, so let's move on. Now every school had a different. During our time, we had different vocabulary and nomenclature for certain items in the school. So let's say, what names did you give to your soakings? If you had gari, sugar, and milk, what name was it?
We had salad and then liquid. So
Liquid, good.
Yes.
And
For spoon,
what
we're
about
calling it baton.
any spoon was baton? Any other vocabulary?
Cheeto was petty.
Petty, yes, same like our time.
Agege.
What about
Agege.
bathing with little water?
I think
Feme, is it Feme?
no, bathing with little water. I think we had
Let's say
sufficient water at the time.
no. What I'm saying, okay, then you guys didn't experience a lot of water shortage.
Yeah.
What about bathing for tomorrow?
We experienced a shortage. We had to use the ball. And then we had a chance to meet a lot of girls from Medina. So a lot of people love that idea.
And what about bathing for tomorrow? What name do you call it? You know, sometimes after prep, you don't want to bath the next morning, so you bath around 10 p.m. and
Carry forward.
we call it for tomorrow. And what about going to study all night? What do you call it?
Mining.
We call it ghosting. And
Yeah,
any
it
other?
was ghosting or
still
mining.
in,
Yeah, ghosting was still around. Yeah.
Okay. Now let's move to the dining hall menu. What was breakfast like? What were the breakfasts you guys had?
Rocks.
Rocks. We also had cocoa.
Give it to him. The Ross himself is there.
Pepper.
Give it to him. Ross himself is there.
My name is Victor Agolase. My nickname is Rockstar. When it reached that hour, when they said that rocks, I will eat in the dining hall. Took something.
You mean Oblayo?
Yeah. I'll do
Which
something.
day did you have it?
Dormitory
Which day did you have
during the
it?
afternoon session.
You go knock.
I will knock out.
Okay. What about no rice water?
Is that?
Rice water.
There is rice water.
Breakfast, we mainly had rocks. We had tea. Then we have equipment. Yeah.
Tom Brown?
Tom Brown, no.
No, the cocoa.
The local one, the white one. The cocoa, yes. We had that.
Surprise. That's a big surprise. That your 3 years no Tom Brown for you. Very surprised.
I don't remember
Surprising.
having Tom Brown. No. But we have the maize, the white porridge, the cocoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Let's
know,
go to lunch.
senior, you know, for us, you know, we were just Ghana was just coming from Palmscad, so we didn't have Tom Brown.
Okay. Let's go to lunch. What were the lunches you had?
Wednesdays are mainly red. I remember that was the only time I go for dining. Red.
Fridays.
No,
Fridays. And Sunday afternoon jollof.
Sunday afternoon jollof.
Jollof.
Yes. Sunday afternoon is jollof because it's mainly visiting hours, so you have good jollof.
Kinky and fried fish.
Kinky. Was there watching?
Kinky was supper.
Yes, there was wache.
Yeah, there was wache. And there was rice with gaso. And then yam also, yes. They have these are the things we do.
Yam and kontomre.
Yes, and then gari and palm nut soup.
Yes.
Yam and kontomre is very outrageous. And what about poto?
No, we didn't have it.
Oh, guy, you guys miss Prisek. You guys.
Did you have gari and palm nut soup at your time, senior?
We did, and then for them poto, somebody threatened to commit suicide if they took it off the menu.
Oh, really?
So that is it. I captured that story in my Tuli book, which is out there. And what about you had yam and granite soup?
Yes.
Sundays.
Yam and granite soup, yes.
On Sundays. What about rice and bean stew?
Yeah.
Yes, occasionally, yes. We had rice, beans stew, or red bread, or wachi, sometimes, yeah.
Gary photo came in?
Gary photo, no.
Okay. So having said that,
the yam and contumbre at a point we're not sure whether it was contumbre or it was cassava leaves.
Look, when we came, the seniors were saying that the contumbre they were serving us was like the stool of a baby. Anyway, let's go on. So, in summary, what was the favorite food of all time during your time? Every student wanted that food.
No, jollof, I believe.
Jollof. Okay. Now let's move to sports. Okay. Was there an inter-house rivalry in sports at that time for 3 years? Which houses were the main sporting dominant?
As
Oh, but it's obvious. Laboni House was dominating at the time.
It was as 5.
No. It can be as 5.
When we came, then football. Then
no, but we was in Laboni House. Was in Eggman House.
Yeah, so that was the only year. House 3.
No, but this house, that about people. What sports can you do?
Oh, but we had all the sports. Are you long all those people in this one? Forgot. Are you long and well, last time was House 5.
I think they had the best athlete. House 5 had
House 5, we had the best athlete.
Yeah. No, House 5 had the best athlete.
Okay, I concede.
But the best in terms of soccer was in House 2.
Oh.
House 2. All the players were in House 2.
Which players did you have there? Which players?
Kumsin was around. Essay was around. Sedogbe was around. All these players.
You only mentioned
you played yourself. Seth, you played yourself. Did you play?
Oh no. Yes, I played myself. Yeah, I was part of the school team from the onset. The very first year.
We'll come to that. We're moving on. So now, as I mentioned the sporting discipline, you tell me your mates who were very good. I mean very good. I'm using very good in a very strong sense. Okay, so soccer. Who are your mates who were very good in soccer? Let's have the names.
Alex Inkum was around.
Alex Inkum, David Autry, Sedogbe, Alex Intri, who was actually called into the Starlets, the national under-17 team at the time.
Wow.
Niadu
Hesse, Enokodami,
Joshua,
Ichibogri, Bashiru, Azim, Ebo Addison, Ogri, CC, Joshua Moa. You know, at a point we dominated the school team.
Yeah.
For soccer?
Yeah, for soccer.
So, Seth, which position were you playing?
I could play 2, 3, 4, or 5.
So because if you miss the ball,
he was mostly on the bench. Seth was mostly on the bench.
I was never on the bench. I was always part of the team.
He was playing the 2 and then Aziz and
wow, good. Okay, so let's go to any volleyball stars among you.
I think I was the only person playing I was in the volleyball team. All because before I joined PSEC, I had the opportunity to play for the junior Ghana something they call it JHS. We had a junior team. So when I came in, Baby knows me. He has seen me already. And because I'm from Osu, he said, "Oh, baby, we have to volleyball." So I was in the volleyball team. I don't remember. I think Azim was also in the team.
Yeah.
And then Addison was also in the team. Yeah.
Okay, table tennis. Any guy or you didn't play table tennis?
No, at the time.
But we had representation in the athletics as well.
We'll come to that. But table tennis. No, none of or there was no table tennis competition during your time.
Yeah,
no, there was none.
Oh, this is serious. Okay, let's go to hockey. Who were the hockey stars among you?
Oh, hockey. Stoli, Boza, Edilai,
Joseph
Samuel Kote, Adoyobo, as well.
Okay, now let's come to athletics. With athletics, I'm going to mention the event, and then you give me the name.
The colonel is here, so he will speak to that.
Don't forget,
sprints,
we have
100,
a lot of
100 and 200. Who were your mates? Who were very
100 and 200. We didn't feature much. It was the middle distance, the 400. We had Walaska. It was both the 400 and then the 4x4. And for the middle distance, myself, Isaac Yeboah, for the middle and the long distance. Those were the features that we...
Is the Kenner speaking now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, can they go ahead?
I was saying that we had the Walaska for 400 and 4x4, and actually he was always featuring. Then we had the middle distance 800, myself, Isaac Ebua, and then the long distance, myself and Isaac Ebua. Then the school were very good with the sprints, but with the middle and then the long distance, we didn't take too much attention to it. But during our time, we virtually, myself and Isaac, virtually featured for the school.
Okay, let's come to the field events. Javelin. Anybody in your group that did javelin?
No.
Pole vote?
No.
Discus?
I
Long
think
jump,
with
triple
the
jump, high
athletics, what we did, unlike the soccer that we saw our mates playing as a team, with the athletics we missed. So it was just a mixture. Those who were good in the particular event, they feature for the school. That was that was the area that there was a lot of cooperation. There wasn't that usual friction.
Okay. So if you are to name two personalities of your SHS group who were prominent sports personalities for the records, which guys will carry those names? If somebody mentions 1993 SHS group sports, which names come to mind?
Walaska did very well.
Walaska. Oh, Bishop. Osebons, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Now we'll be going to commercial break very soon, and after commercial break, Malaika, who is in the chair, will take over, and Isaac will also follow up questions along the line as we focus more on your year group. When you left PSEC, how you have grown your year group, the challenges of your year group, your welfare system, how you care for one another, your projects, and all those things will be coming up. But before then, we'll be talking about sports. Is there any one guy among your group who was your champion Jama guy? He is the Jama guy of your group. He knows all the Jama songs. Who is that guy?
Ajin Frank, famous.
Is he around today?
No. He's in Rwanda. And he's all like disturbing.
Okay, so before we go on the break, the tradition of the station is that the year group will give us two Jama songs of their time. So I just now wait for you to give two Jama songs, and then we go for a commercial break and we come back. So let's all rise as you give us two of your Jama songs. Who's leading us to do the Jama songs?
Go ahead.
Illuminate,
vide
must know,
in the light, we shall see light, away, all my sins shall be taken away, all my sins shall be taken away, all my sins shall be taken away, shall be taken away. Illuminate, with the people slow man, with the people slow man, the light, we shall see light, we shall see light, away, all my sins shall be taken away, all my sins shall be taken away, all my sins shall be taken away, shall be taken away. Yesu Baba, Yesu Baba, Eba awoyo kekale, Eba awoyo kekale, mutu kekale flo, mutu kekale flo, eya wale keato, away, all my sins shall be taken away, all my sins shall be taken away, all my sins shall be taken away, shall be taken away. Beni Yesu Baba, Eba awoyo kekari, Ake mutu kekale flo, Kaya wale keato, away, all my sins shall be taken away, all my sins shall be taken away, all my sins shall be taken away, shall be taken away.
Pale, 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 oh, pale, oh, pale, 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 bom, bom, 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 pale, oh, pale, bom, bom, pale. What oh?
Okay, so let me tell you that comparatively to the Jama songs, right in the studio, the group that is holding the lead is the 1984 group. You guys came close to them. So at the end of the program, I'll give you another opportunity to give us one more song to see whether you are going to take the lead among the year groups with Jama. Now you are placing second. 1984 Jama has been the best so far. So at this stage, DJ Yus, we are going on a commercial break. When we come back, if there are any messages from their colleagues or other people who are going to take over, read those messages, and then Malaika and Isaac will take over and drive the show. Can we have a short commercial break? Thank you very much.
Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Like us on Facebook at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. You can WhatsApp or call us on 0200 092925.
What does the Bible say? And what sort of light does it throw on any life-related issue? John chapter 1 verse 5 states, "And the light shineth in darkness, and darkness comprehended it not." Light for Life is a Christian panel discussion program on all life-related issues and how the Bible helps us in its day-to-day application. Jesus said in John chapter 8 verse 12, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have light of life." Light for Life will also seek to find out life application of any given Bible teaching and also see how the transformed lifestyle gained is demonstrated in all aspects of life. The program will also aim to help the unbelieving listener to gain knowledge, understanding, and wisdom in solving life issues, and more importantly, to commit him or herself to a true relationship with God. Beloved, my name is Reverend Gordon Kwashi, and I invite you to join me and my guests on the Light for Life program as we discuss various topics that includes marriage, character building, parenting, spiritual development, prayer, heaven, what it means to be a Christian, and so much more. Light for Life coming soon on Ɔdadeɛ Radio on Sunday 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. and a repeat broadcast on Mondays at 6:30 p.m. I trust that as we engage in this Light for Life program, we will all be able to say to our God, "In thy light we shall see light." God richly bless you as you tune in.
I don't know what I would do without him.
The Education Standpoint is a radio program only on Ɔdadeɛ Radio. The program intends to bring together all stakeholders in the education spectrum of the Presbyterian Boys Secondary School to a live studio discussion on all the topical issues in education and help put to proper perspective the views from standpoint of all stakeholders. The Education Standpoint will also help guide the school and create a better understanding for administration, students, teachers, parents, the church, and the alumni. Tune in to Education Standpoint exclusively on Ɔdadeɛ Radio online Thursdays 2 to 4 p.m. and a repeat broadcast on Saturdays at 9 a.m. I am Reverend Emmanuel Ambrose Asamoah, an Ɔdadeɛ former teacher, former student, educationist, counselor, and will be your host on the Education Standpoint. Please do make a date with me.
Did you know that 90% of people with autoimmune diseases will be misdiagnosed or spend years before a diagnosis is made? Precious time that could lead to organ damage. Autoimmune diseases occur when the immune system starts to attack healthy organs and cells in the body till they are destroyed. These conditions are more severe and are increasingly seen in people of African ancestry. The Rheumatology Initiative, TRI, is an NGO leading with education, advocacy, and research in autoimmune diseases. TRI ensures patients have the right peer support with a support group of over 200 people diagnosed with autoimmune conditions. The Rheumatology Initiative provides emergency medication for needy patients and teaches them life skills to ensure some financial stability. TRI reaches patients, health practitioners, and the general public through various educational interventions to enable prompt diagnosis and treatment for improved outcomes. How can you support our work at the Rheumatology Initiative? Please donate to our MTN Momo 024-192-9775. Account name is the Rheumatology Initiative. To volunteer, please send an email to volunteer@tryghana.org. That's TRIGhana.org. Visit our website tryghana.org to reach us, and on social media look for our handles at TryGhana.
There's a place in your heart, and I know that it is love.
Say no to single-use plastic bags. They are destroying our environment. Water bodies contribute to most of the rubbish in open spaces and gutters, contributing to floods. Fish and livestock are ingesting plastics, which poses danger to our health. Plastics take ages to decompose and are harmful to the environment. Be responsible. Join eco-conscious citizens in supporting International Plastic Bag Free Day and say no to plastic bags. Use a basket, jute bag, or other biodegradable bags on 3rd July and every other day.
My name is David Opare, aka Tobosu. I'm encouraging you to always tune in to Ɔdadeɛ Radio. My name is David Opare, aka Tobosu. I'm encouraging you to always tune in to Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Hi, this is Patricia Obonai, Global Vice President. Keep listening to Ɔdadeɛ Radio.
Hello, welcome back to Time with the Year Groups. It's been a wonderful time with our seniors 1993 SHS group, and we've had good nostalgic moments, and it's been a pleasant one. So we want to remind everyone, if you just tune in, this is Ɔdadeɛ Radio, and if you want to follow us, you can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at Ɔdadeɛ Radio. Remember that our executive producers have still been Senior Adufeni and Senior Edifico, who is also on the line. Our technical producers have been Mr. Joseph Otu, DJ Hughes. Support from Michael Ɔdadeɛ. We want to welcome our seniors once more. Welcome, seniors, from the commercial break. So at this point, please, we want to know things that have happened after school. Things that have happened. We want to know so far what have been our achievements to to the fraternity in terms of projects and contribution to the fraternity?
Okay, thank you very much. So, as you've said, this particular year group is a very unique year group. I must say that unfortunately for us, we've not been able to have a major project, but I'm sure if our global president is listening, he will have something on his desk now that they are considering. We have a project coming up in connection with our 30th anniversary next year. Sure. We actually wanted to renovate the I don't know what I can say it. I mean, it's the staff common room. If you go to the PSEC staff common room, it's in a mess. I mean, it's not a staff common for PSEC. So we want to do it ASAP and to make the teachers comfortable so that they can have an office space to work and to mark things and to be able to read. So that is what we have coming up. We will still have to contribute to the e-library project in a way that we know. We were supposed to be part of the e-library project, but for some technical hitches, we couldn't be part during our 25th anniversary. So we have decided that, look, we need to do something ASAP. So that will be the first thing that we're going to do next year. So that is it. For yeah, so that is for the project.
So seniors, we want to know, did you attempt any project after the 25 years? Because we know that our 25th anniversaries are characterized by projects. So we want to know, during that year, was there any particular thing we did as a year group or?
Yeah, we attempted, but there were
no, we didn't have any activity on the 25th anniversary. Okay, so let's explain what happened. During the 25th anniversary, we had two streams. We have the old system, and then we had the SHS group as well. So the main 25th celebration was done with the old system, and we are planning to do ours on the 30th. So that's the situation.
Thank you very much. I want to also acknowledge the presence of Senior Ezekwe. Yeah, so Senior Ezekwe will also be coming up with follow-up questions based on how it runs. Yes. Please, in that case, I want to know, is the year group in good standing with the fraternity?
Very well. We are very in good standing. Yeah. We've been in good standing for the last, I think, 10 years. Yeah, so.
Oh, okay. That's brilliant. Brilliant. And
as a group, you'll be faced with the unpleasant news of the passing away of a member of the group. Have you instituted any welfare scheme, or do you intend having to put in place some welfare program, or in general, do you handle bereavements?
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Alex Inkum. I used to be called Leximo or Aspa. So
what's your current name?
As a year group, we take welfare issues quite seriously, and we know that at every point in time, the unfortunate incidents of either death, disability, ill health, anything that could incapacitate someone could occur. So we've been doing normal contributions when such events occur. But within the past couple of months, we have actually bought a life insurance policy that covers not just members, but that covers their parents, their spouses, and then 2 other dependents. What this does is that if in case of the unfortunate incident of bereavement, there is something from the welfare group, the insurance policy we bought from Enterprise Life, it's called Alumni, that we use to help members. But aside that, don't forget that anytime we also show up at any event, at any, we pull resources together to help, but we thought that we should formalize it. We actually have a welfare document that guides the way we engage with each other. We are at a stage where also you know, you are faced with the double hazards of life. Either you live too long or you die early. So some of these insurance policies and welfare schemes have been put in place by the group just to help members. We have about 2 members that we are supporting because they are on some form of long-term illness, unfortunately. But the members come together, pool resources, and we've been quite active in that space.
Okay. So please, on the note of welfare and bereavement, please, is there anybody in our year group that we want to acknowledge their disease? Like anybody?
With disease, I think we can put that on hold. But are there people rather who have exited the fraternity and life that you want to remember? And
yeah, we would like to do that. And on that note, we'll just, if you permit us, we'll mention the names, whilst we also maybe some 10 seconds silence or a minute silence in honor of our departed colleagues.
We have Solomon and Mensah, who was our second president, Emmanuel Donko, Yabuatin, popularly known as Boat, Brad Dockley, Albert Akumia, Jonas Bote, David Ofolikwe, Douglas Bimpong, Nuruddin Abe, and then another Abe, popularly known as Abe Kumodi, and then George, and then Nat Boniface J, who was the first senior prefect for SSS. Valentine Kote. Elegbe.
All right, so these are members of our fraternity who have departed, and it's been a while. For some of them, it's been ages, but we would like to remember them on this day, and to indicate that we still have fond memories of them and the time we spent in Presec. May their souls continue to rest in peace.
So may the souls of the dearly departed continue to rest in perfect peace.
Sure.
And to the living, and I have a little bias and has to do with the military. How many of your people are either serving or are ex-servicemen? Because we want to see a lot more pre-seconds climb the high command.
Thank you very much. Initially, we had 3. Eric, Sevo, Yaojima, and myself.
We don't know you.
Sorry.
I vote.
So we had 3 officers, 2 other ranks. The other ranks, unfortunately, have left the service. And then one of our officers also left whilst he was a captain. But fortunately for us, 2 of us are colonels.
Congratulations.
The last who was promoted was, I think, 2 months or so ago, the group captain Yaojima.
Oh, okay.
And I'm happy to note that our intake is proud to be represented as the commanding officer for CSP regiment.
Congratulations. That's great. And then we have one pseudo military doctor. No, he went there, but I didn't let him go.
So you are?
I am Colonel Theophilus Oswald
Afotelaye. Congratulations. And just let's know the office you are holding.
I'm the commanding officer for CSP regiment.
Great. Congratulations. It's not a small office to hold. I mean,
he's a big man.
Controlling both the cities And the forex.
All right, great. Please, we want to know, so far, let's have a roll of the past presidents of the year group so far.
Our first president.
Yes, he's here. Gershon is here.
Okay.
Our first president.
Yes.
He's not a reverend though.
Yes.
Reverend Gershon.
He was here when you were insulting.
Yeah, so Gershon was the first president, then the late Solomon Amensa, followed by Dr. David Autry, who is here, number 3, and then pharmacist Eric Osaya, Dr. Pharmacist Eric Osaya Santi,
aka
the one they insulted.
Then followed by Robert Aukuboti, who is a banker with Car Bank, and then the current president, Mr. Michael Raka Aike.
Okay.
Now, talking about, you have spoken about your leadership over a period. And with group dynamics, you definitely will have different shades of opinions. Some could result into disputes. How do you manage conflicts?
Okay, my name is Alamu. I think I'll take this one. So I think the most difficult group to lead or to be with is our mates. And we always have differences and arguments over many things. I think one notorious guy we miss here is Famous. He's one of our mates based in Uganda. So on the WhatsApp groups everywhere, we do have disagreements. But at the same time, like the Japanese will say, we have nimawashis. We have small groups that build consensus, and then eventually we all follow. So that's how we've been running the group.
All right, so please, on the flip side, this one, no offense, but I'm going to mention some categories, especially when you did mention of the WhatsApp group. So when I mention, then you give me the name of the person. So please, on the WhatsApp group, who is the most troublesome?
Famous.
Really?
Pouncy and Famous. All right. So please, which of your mates has the most posts on the platform?
Oh, Famous.
The stats are done.
Done broadcast.
And it starts with religion and finally to end up with politics.
Who is the funniest person?
This bunch of young people are too serious.
But there's sometimes Jackie and I don't know whether.
No, he's here. Yes,
Who is
Paradise?
Who is always too serious? Every time, very serious.
Too serious. Dr. Autry.
The secretary.
Please, who are the year group software? The Asofos of the year group.
All of us. All of us. We are called by God.
the most generous on the page.
Do you want us to mention the Osofos?
Sure.
Okay, so Reverend Maxwell Adum of the Methodist Church.
Okay.
The very Reverend Isaac Etuya Jackson, also of the Methodist Church.
Okay.
Reverend Daniel Mante, who is based in the US. He was our assistant senior prophet. Reverend Samson Ahele of Lighthouse Chapel. Reverend Douglas Prempe. Reverend Isaac Tubman of Power Chapel in London. Reverend Enoch Hanok. Reverend Ben Simmons. Reverend Samuel Ampofo, also of the Methodist Church. Reverend Gershon Selom, by the way, is here with us. Reverend Osei Kufo, based in the US. Reverend Daul Amwa, based in the US. Reverend Ebenezer Tumensa of Global Evangelical Church, UK. Reverend John Pashi of Action Chapel. Reverend Felix Eje, aka Novo.
Reverend Richard Ejifo.
and several lay preachers Reverend Oseboso.
Preaching from the pews.
Yes.
All right.
I hope I've not missed out any of you.
That's right. I believe we are all caring, and caring. We are all caring, but amongst the year group members, who is the most caring, especially on the page, when it comes to any?
So this one, I'll relate to your first question about the welfare.
Okay.
The other year groups must learn from us. There's official welfare and there's unofficial welfare. The unofficial welfare is a rapid response unit.
Sure.
If you call us in the hospital, police station, 24/7, we'll be there to support you. So that's how our network is. So if you say who is the most supportive, there's a rapid response unit.
Great.
Sharp.
I believe it's
Okay. I have a question for the rapid resource response team.
Unit.
Yeah. Okay. My question is, I'm a member of 1993 SHS group. This week, nothing in my pocket inside. Where I go pass? No points in my pocket inside, but I remember the group where I go pass.
President, you have to allow cash out right now.
And if you go, is that if you go?
Yes.
All right. Consider it done. The rapid response team will send you Momo, but be mindful of the tax.
Great. Please, 93. Who is the most influential person in the year group?
Famous.
The same famous, troublesome.
Well, that looks a bit contradictory.
Yeah.
In the sense that if the person can also be your
the most troublesome,
the agitator, how can that person be the influencer?
The guy is the one with most most comments. Yes, not the most.
No, but when we say the most influential person, then one who is able to
same person. Wow.
So there's a kind of chameleon-like.
But he has a way of rallying everyone around. And sometimes it will look like he's agitating, but in the end, everybody comes home.
Forgiving.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
He's an awesome guy. As we speak,
he's a man manager.
Yeah. As we speak, he's in Kigali, right? But the way he's active, you think he's somewhere here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Most active.
Yeah. And he would even, before we came here, the way he started, where are you? Hey, Charlie, it's 5 minutes to time. Where you guys there? It's as if he's here.
Is he on the Zoom? Yes, he actually wants to call in.
Okay, we'll drop him in soon. Okay. So, on the issue of welfare and the rapid response team, I believe that on this show, when we come, there are a lot of things that we learn from a lot of year groups, and we also admonish the other year groups to also learn. And the rapid response team of the 1993 SHS group is one of the things that other year groups are supposed to learn from, especially in times of needs, in times of troubles, in times of lack. So I think we want to commend the year group for this initiative. Please, do you have a constitution that guides your association, your group?
Yes, we do have regulations. Because we all follow the Mother Association Constitution.
Okay.
But as a subgroup, we have regulations.
Okay.
And I can't imagine this group without any regulations.
with senior famous.
And when are you due for elections?
He hasn't approached me yet.
One of these days we'll just.
So the current executives were given an extent of a year. Yes, a year. So before the year ends this year, we should have an election. Our electoral commissioner is here.
I think I want the EC to speak to this. Easy.
I call for election.
Easy, please. Are your hands tied?
So much tight. I call for election. They overrule my election call.
waiting for Kanaka.
The guys are staying in their position. I'll give that to December. We are having election.
But our election is open ballot. No secret ballot. So we know where you are voting.
Yeah, but the group is known for coup d'etats. I mean, they can come for a meeting and remove you tomorrow. But of course now there's regulations. So I mean that was in the past, but now things are very stable. So December we go for elections.
So please, who was the last person to suffer the coup d'etat?
The coup d'etat. I think the last person. But from day one, Gershon suffered a form of coup d'etat. And then, of course, Solo, he traveled and he passed. So, Autry, he gave up. He said, I think Alamu, he managed, yes. Voluntary handover. Poti also managed. We are managing. But I'm sure that if they are not careful, they will have Mugabis on their hands.
No, we don't want Mugabis. We want to go through the process.
No Mugabe.
Okay, Senior Isaac, any questions for them on their how they managing their group? Because you are very experienced with managing your group. You want to share some ideas with them before we
Well, I think earlier on they explained the way they manage different shades of opinion, conflict, among others. And I think one gentleman has come out as very dynamic in managing different waters, aka famous. Yes. And I think even seeing the dynamism exhibited over here, I want to believe that the esprit de corps is very good, and for which we should commend them.
Great.
So, Rich, can you ask your question, and then I'll come in to wrap up.
All right. So, please, how many executives are here? Please, executives.
Executives, just a 4-man.
Okay, great. So I believe we have greater number of us who are not executive. So on a scale of 10, let's rate our president.
We are watching you.
Your president?
Yes, the current president.
He's more of a global president than our year group.
Our president is an elevated paramount chief.
We'll give it 8.
8 out of 10. Half. You are directly, right? So 8 out of 10.
No, you are an executive. So you can't rate it.
What we are certain about is that he loves the group, he loves the school.
Yes.
That's what we are saying.
7 out of 10.
All
right.
We'll give him 7.
Great. All right, so please, randomly, what do we miss about Presec? Just the food?
Oh no. Yeah, I miss the pitch. I miss playing football.
The school field.
Yes. I mean,
in any case, they never won a match anyway.
We beat Achimota for what?
Any of you?
The scout.
No fidgeting the line.
No fidgeting. No Zuguma.
No fidgeting the line.
Okay, so during your time, did you have intercore?
Yeah.
And can you give us the names of, those who were able to move from the intercolleges to regionals? To national. So
Ayilongi, Bobby Rush.
This man was an
Bobby Rush. Last was even
Andrew
called.
Last
was called.
Professor Andrew.
Yeah,
No, it's not
our mate. We came to meet him.
Okay. But when we left Presec, we produced national athletes like Adiobo, Joseph Adiobo.
Okay.
Yes.
One of them is
Joseph Adiobo.
The guy who broke the national 100 meters record, he decided to stop running. He broke it and decided to stop running at the PTC. That was the end.
As for Adiobo, I stopped because the money was small.
All right. Okay. Away before we need to wrap up now. We are in the home stretch. Are you hearing me, please?
Yes,
brother. Okay, so before then, any of you owing money at Kwasi, I need to find out.
Kwasi, your prepayment in
Hey, please, I need to collect those monies for the Kwasi ladies because anyway. Okay, so now on the more serious note, what are your impressions of Ɔdadeɛ Radio? Your impression of
about the
Ɔdadeɛ
radio.
Yeah.
No, I
The
think
radio
it's a great.
station.
I think it's a great initiative. We're just having a chat and we're saying, what's the listenership like? Is it only pre-seconds, or are we certain that other people also listen to it? But we think that it's an initiative that other schools. I won't be surprised if they start copying, because as usual, pre-sec will always set the pace for the rest to follow.
They're copying us already. We have a monthly analytics data that we get about listenership.
Okay.
But we are trying to. It's not for that years alone. Okay. Our programs are for all Ghanaians.
Oh, okay.
And we'll need the cooperation of 93 to tell the message and to spread the word. You'll be surprised that some members of your group have not even heard of the station. So we need to use this opportunity as you come to the studio today. Let them know of the station. The apps, you can access the station. All the apps are there. We put it on your platform and all those things. So they know about the station, what we are doing, and then we more specifically we want to count on 93 SHS to support the vision of the station. In terms of human resource, we need volunteers. You see, Sina Ezekwe, he was coming from an important meeting, but he passed by to come and assist this program. Malaika is also co-hosting. I'm all the way in New York. I'm also trying to help. So we need people from 93 to come. There are many programs in the pipeline. Our sports program, Kene Afote, you must help us with the sports program. Our medical program, anyone who knows who can help with the medical program can help with the production or also link us with people. Next week, we are starting an agri program, a discussion on agriculture. Anybody you think can help us, give us the name. Then we have a religious program starting on the 9th, a Bible discussion program. So the pastors, over 10 pastors in the group, can also join that platform and be part of the panel.
Yeah.
That is the human resource
human capital
aspect.
side of it.
Yeah, I mean, people come to the studio, year groups come to the studio, and then they said, oh, we'll come and support here and there. And then after they left, we don't see them. But we want your group to be the exception. We want a strong commitment that, look, when we call on your group to come and assist or to come and join a panel for discussion or to do any production here and there, 1993 SHS are not going to disappoint us. You have your 30th anniversary coming.
Yeah.
We want you to work with the radio station. We can publicize all your events. The station is yours. The platform is yours. Any announcement you want to be made, just bring it to the station. We'll do it for you. Any outdooring, any funeral, anything you want us to do for you, it is your platform. So take full advantage. If you know any organization, any entity, or any individual, the person need not be an Ɔdadeɛ who can help the station either by way of sponsoring any of our programs. And if I talk of sponsoring, the production cost of the program, or to when the guests come on the program, they are going away, they need some TNT, some small no coffee and things. And we can also project the corporate image of that organization or that individual. So there are so many ways you can help. And I want you to leave the station today with the commitment that, look, hosting a program, helping, volunteering to help with this is also part of giving to PRESEC. So, and that is the mindset. I mean, our sports program should be a big hit because we have so many sportsmen. And this afternoon, the cricket trophy is being sent to PRESEC at this afternoon, because in the years past we had a very strong cricket program and we produced national stars, Senior Frankie Du, Senior Koze, and the rest. They played for Ghana too. So please, that is the human resource aspect. The station must be able to influence Ghanaians. Next week, I want all of you to listen to the agri program that is coming up, and then the following week, Professor Dankwa is coming on the program. Professor Dankwa is the head of the West African Crop Research Institute, a Bill Gates funded project. So we have the men. We want Ghanaians to create awareness. So this station is in a class. It's a very competitive station. We want to make it the best. So we are building the structures, and we will need 93 to help us, because we know you guys. When you touch anything, magic happens.
Thank you. And look,
the next aspect is the financial aspect. We need equipment. Doomsaw here and there. We want to appeal to you to help us to get some laptops or a small generating set. When the light goes off, our backup just lasts for a few hours and is very disruptive. So think of helping us to get either a laptop to help production or a small generating set. I hear the price is not that distant. DJUs, how much does it cost?
I think we'll communicate with them. I think, yeah.
Is DJ in the studio? Joseph.
If you could, they said they'll communicate to them.
DJ is struggling with
Okay,
the
3,000.
They'll communicate to them.
DJ is struggling with the dollar rate.
Okay, so these are some of the things we want 93 to help us, both human resource wise and then financial wise. And then as with the custom of this station, before you leave, you will do some nokofio for the production today before you leave. So on the last thing I want you to do, 3 members of your group to advise the present students who are in PRESEC. 3 members of your group to advise the present generation who are in PRESEC. And then we'll sing the school anthem.
Can I start?
I think my mates have handed me. They say I should start. So I wonder if I'll be where I am without the training from PRESEC. My advice to the current students is that they should be serious with their academic work. We are all riding on the image PRESEC, the earlier students and our seniors have carved for us, and we expect that they must also live up to that image. We are encouraging them that within the short period that they are in the school, they should apply themselves and avoid any negative tendencies. Apply themselves and learn and be serious. That's all that we are expecting from them. We don't want anything but the best.
All right. This is David Autry.
Okay.
My son is in school now, and I wish he was listening. My first son completed his Legon now.
And you can still bring outdooring. That's what
It's very important. Now, for me, the only thing I can say is that, irrespective of where you are coming from, once you are able to get to PRESEC, then there is some huge responsibility on you. Some of us, if we tell you where we are coming from, you will not believe it. But hard work, by dint of hard work, and by the grace of God, we've gotten to where we are. I came here last week, I think on Wednesday during the PTA, and I heard from one of the senior house masters the kind of things that some of the students are going through now. Some of them have started experiencing gayism. Others also do betting. They have phones and they do betting, and when they win, they climb and go to Medina to go and do prostitution. And that is something that I would want the students to desist from. It is very important. They should desist from. Because if you want to go far, these are some of the social vices that you should actually desist from. There are people coming from different homes that would try to influence you. But you should know where you are coming from and you should know where you are going. So I would urge all students to be focused and actually know why they are here and accomplish the task. Thank you very much.
Okay. One last person to advise the students.
Well, my name is David Doji Ahinyajuru, head of Donor Recruitment, National Blood Service, Ghana.
Chief vampire.
No, man, I save lives. A lot of lives are saved with blood, Well, mine to the student is that definitely once you find yourself in PRESEC, you must consider yourself privileged. And then you must take full advantage of that privilege to actually become somebody in future. I used to say that don't pass through the school, but let the school pass through you. By letting the school pass through you means you have to actually accept to go by all the rules and regulations of the school, the discipline, the tutelage, and everything. By so doing, you will be able to come out successfully, and that will be a legacy that nobody can take away from you. So that is my advice to the current crop of students. Thank you.
Yes, one more, go ahead.
Yes, so I remember one thing that happened when we were in Presec. We all decided to be stubborn. We wear very short shorts because they said if you wear long shorts, you'll be beaten. So we were all misbehaving, and then we were all called to the dining hall, the whole school. And I remember the then chairman of the board, when he started talking, he said Presec is the school. Presec is the school, it's not a school. And I always felt that in the university, because when you look at some of your lecturers, they are Presecans. When you look at some of your seniors, they are Presecans. You look at your mates, they are Presecans. The hall presidents, everything. Even in our professions, you look everywhere, they are Presecans. And that sentence, Presec is the school, sat with me. So I encourage them to always remember that Presec is the school.
Charlie.
Okay, any one more person to advise the students?
All right.
Okay, so Edifico, this is Nicholas, the coordinator for the Ɔdadeɛ Multimedia Group.
Yes.
You mentioned about the human resource support. So the 93 people are also there helping in one way or the other. We'll continue to provide support to the school, and being here in the Ɔdadeɛ radio and in the multimedia, I'd be the channel to help do that. Thank you.
I will hold you to that. Okay, so
I hear Aspar wants to say something.
Yeah. I think it was on the same score that we will commit to making ourselves available as much as possible to be able to help, especially from the human resource angle, because we have people with different professional backgrounds that could be useful to the growth of this station. But Senior, you also spoke about financial support and some of the things that we can do as a goodwill gesture and as a seed to let you know that we are interested in helping. It may not be that much, but we commit to leaving something. I'm sure the production team will tell you we commit that we are leaving something as we sit here just to help with some of the basic things.
Let's give them a hand. Let's give them a hand. IMF currency. And talking about the future programs, there's going to be a music program where anybody who wants to be like a DJ can come for 1 hour, play your own music, all of that is anywhere. So that program is also in the pipeline. So even if you also have a program that you think we should develop, just approach us, Senior Zonda, myself, and then we'll help you. We'll bring that program up. It will be your baby program on the show. So let's be innovative. Let's think of programs that we think can bring Ɔdadeɛ together and then also impact the community as well. Any more before we wrap up? One of the lay preachers, I want a lay preacher who has not preached in a long time
Where's Kalala?
to say a
Apostle
prayer.
Kalala. Where's Kalala?
Let's call him.
Call him, Kalala. You say a prayer.
Wisdom is also here.
Wisdom is here.
Okay.
Wisdom, yes.
The director of research, please stop.
Because, please, I don't want anybody who has not heard the Bible since he left research. So, Kalala, where's Kalala?
Wisdom is here. Wisdom, yes.
Is it prayer? Come and take closing prayer for us, and then we sing the school anthem, and then all of you move to the soaking base. And please, you have left yourself in a long time. I don't want any striking.
No rablo.
If you rablo,
shall we pray?
If you rablo, tomorrow morning I'll put it on Facebook. If you rablo, so let's all rise. Let's all rise, and then before we pray, I want to say a big thank you to the executive of 93. You've been very cooperative. We've been working behind the scenes, and finally this program is here. You've laid bare your year group to your fellow members of the fraternity. What has touched me so much which I'm going to take up with other year groups, is that aspect of your welfare where your welfare extends to the parents and siblings of your members. Many of the welfares they have is only for the members, but you are thinking of your parents too, which is a very, very laudable initiative. So I'm going to take it up with other year groups, or probably bring one of you. Your welfare chairman, what is the name? The one who spoke about the welfare.
My name is Alex Inkum.
Alex Inkum, please leave your contact with the studio. We want to come and do a one-on-one with you.
Okay.
Probably in the course of the week. And if you have your welfare document, you can bring it along, and then we can spend about an hour, and you can share with other Ɔdadeɛ so that we go deep into the details of your welfare, because I want other groups to look at that and see if they can make changes. Anyway.
Senior Fico.
Yes.
Please, before the prayer, we have one message from Mr. Yao Oforinyakon from 81 Year Group, all the way from California.
Right. Oh.
And he says these boys were only good at the dining hall and not great at the field events. and he's saying that we are not expecting anything less than 3,000 Ghana cedis from these rich men.
Tell Onyaku not to lower the bar, because they said they'll surprise us this afternoon. We have so many things, we are counting on them. They will give us something today and come back another time.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's have the closing prayer, and then we sing that.
Shall we pray? Father, we are grateful for the wonderful opportunity of having the privilege of walking through this school. We thank you for all the many teachings and many guidelines we had when we were in this school. Indeed, the seed that was sowed in our lives during our stay in this school has been with us all these years. We are grateful for the opportunity to even come here this afternoon to discuss what we are doing with our year group. Even as we are getting ready to depart, we ask that you go with us, and then you also stay with the studio, provide the resources. What they are doing is a good thing. We say that, Father, once it's a good thing, let the resources flow. You know where the resources are. The Bible says that the gold and the silver are yours. Father, make it available to this studio so that the Ɔdadeɛ radio can go far and be a very good extension service even to the community in which Presec is located. We ask that your mercies go with us, your grace goes with us, and then we will be able to satisfy all what you require of us. In the name of Jesus, we have prayed with thanksgiving. Amen.
Amen.
Can we have the school anthem, please?
School anthem. Those of you who were in the choir, come. All parts.
Happy away.
Go.
Happy away. Studios away. Students of Presbyterian Secondary School. Onward we march, we trod along to happy victory. To victory. Our motto is a solid power, prominence along. Illuminate, with every Muslim man. In the light, we shall see light. Illuminate, with every Muslim man. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country and church. For Christian training we get a sure solid foundation to take our places in the future of our country. Oh, come along and join us. Oh, come along and join us. Happy Studios away.
On this note, thank you very much, Ɔdadeɛ Radio 93. We represented. God bless.
Final announcement.
Please, final announcement. Final announcement, please. Final announcement.
When you go outside, you want the group picture. I want a group picture of you for posting on Facebook, please. A group picture. And thank you, Malaika and DJ Yus. And we'll touch base later.
Yeah. Hello, it's been a time with the year groups, and it's been an amazing time with 1993 SHS group. Thank you for passing through, and it has always been a time with year group. We meet again next weekend. Remember that our executive producer is Senior Adofeni Johnny. Senior Zonda, wherever you are, greetings to you. Also, Senior Edifico, all the way from New York. Senior salute. And our technical producer has been DJ Hughes. Big ups, big ups, big ups. Michael Ɔdadeɛ and Clifford, thanks for the production. We are very grateful. Remember, it's time with the year group. Stay tuned as we meet another time. Be blessed.